out with over 650 sides, and now we're down to just 2. It's the FAI Junior Cup Final in association with Aviva and Umbro, and it's an all-Dublin affair between Liffey Wanderers and Sheriff YC here at the Aviva Stadium. It's Liffey's first cup final, while Sheriff were back-to-back winners in 2012 and 2013.
And it's in the back of the net, and it's tucked away by Darren Dunn. Forward, FAI through the centre, FAI with the effort. What's going to happen to the goalkeeper, Lee Murphy? And it's a red card dished out. Aidan McGrain. And it's saved! Swung in there, headed to the back post, and it's in! And it's James Waltz, the veteran. John Rock scores! Sheriff YC go a step closer. Scrambled, and it's a penalty. John Lester from the penalty spot steps up and scores. 1-0 Sheriff YC.
Lee Rhodes with the free kick. And what a free kick! Donny Carney pressing, and they might be cut out here. Stephen O'Callaghan on the way through. Kieran Bazell makes the save. But Aidan Roach has scored, and Liffey are into the semis.
Dean Young with the long throw. All the way through, and it's in the back of the net. Goal early on, and they could not have made a more perfect start. Swung back in, goalkeeper comes and doesn't get there. Seconds after making the save from the penalty, the goalkeeper picks the ball out of the back of the net.
John, you can see the Aviva Stadium from your home ground. How does it feel to be inside in your first ever final?
Yeah, it's fantastic for the club. It's a magnificent arena. It's one of the best in Europe. It's the stuff dreams are made of, and we're all just delighted to be here. Fully fit squad, great week's preparation, and we're just ready to go.
John, you lost to Sheriff this season in the Leinster Cup. What have you learned from that day?
Well, you learn more in your defeats than your victories. We know the task we have, but we have a good plan now. From what we learned on that, we have a good plan for how we're going to set up to face Sheriff today. We know the task is huge ahead of us, but we fancy our chances.
And how are the players feeling?
They're feeling great. As I say, they're relaxed all week. There's no pressure on us. The lads are huge favourites to win this game. Anything we do here is a bonus today. We've said that, we're going well in the league. Cups are bonuses, and then this, if you can't look forward to this, what can you look forward to?
Alan, how great is it to be back at the Aviva Stadium?
Very good. It's the whole build up to from last week, even say to now, it's been great, and delighted to be back.
What are you expecting from Liffey today?
Expecting a very hard game from them. It's going to be a good test for both sides, and I expect Liffey to come right at us from the start. Yeah.
And how are the nerves?
Yeah, nerves are okay at the minute. It's a little bit different when the players are setting themselves for it, but when our side, for me and Chris, it's kind of not in your hands, so you're just kind of prepare the players as best you can.
Our match pundit today is Alan Cawley. Alan, it's been a long competition and we're down to 2 sides. Have we the best 2 sides in the final?
Yeah, I think so, Ger. I think both of them are here on merit. As you said, it's been a long, drawn-out competition. I think it's come back since September of last year. So it's a fantastic achievement for both sides to go through the whole competition and the route that they've gone to finally reach their goal and reach their dream of playing in the Aviva Stadium. So hopefully it's a mouth-watering tie, as you say, 2 closely matched teams and neighbours just a stone's throw away from each other. So yeah, they're here on merit, and good luck to both of them.
Just looking at both sides' runs to the final, Sheriff have scored twice as many goals as Liffey, and both sides have been good defensively. Yeah,
both of them, as I say, they're closely matched. Sheriff are the favourites, you would have to say, and rightly so, I suppose, based on what they've achieved in this competition. But Liffey, by no means, will be a walk in the park for Sheriff. Liffey have done very well to get this far. They have a goal thread and Roach up front, as do Sheriff with Keith Dunn. But I think the intriguing battle is midfield for me. Darren Dunn has been excellent so far in the competition, a very good player. But Carl O'Brien for Liffey Wanderers brings a bit of creative guile to them as well. So there's intriguing battles all over the pitch. It's one I'm really looking forward to.
And I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you call it?
It's tight to call. As I said, Sheriffs are the favourites, and rightly so. But I don't think it'll be as easy as people are making out. I think Liffey Wanderers, from speaking to their manager Johnny, has them well prepared and well reared up and ready to go. So I think they'll give Sheriff a game today, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's just the odd goal, but you would have to fancy Sheriff.
Thanks, Alan, as always. Right, the time for talking is over. Your match commentator is Bernard O'Toole.
So a check of the 2 teams. Liffey Wanderers have 5 sets of brothers and 2 sets of cousins in their squad. 3 sets of brothers start today. Indeed, Dean and Gary Young are twins, and sons of the manager John. So much experience in this Sheriff YC side. Indeed, 8 of this starting 11 started here at the Aviva Stadium when they won this competition against Dublin rivals Kilbarrack back in 2013. No doubt the man to watch up front is John Rock, who's already got 13 goals in this cup run, while in midfield, Darren Dunn is the FAI Junior International Player of the Year. And our match referee today is Conor Byrne. Will it be the 3rd FAI Junior Cup success in just 4 years for Sheriff YC? Or can Liffey Wanderers win their first ever FAI Junior Cup Final? 90 minutes and more if needed. And we're underway at the Aviva Stadium in the FAI Junior Cup Final, the biggest match of them all, as Sheriff look to make their impact straight away from the get-go. Good challenge in there from Dylan Roach. On the battle for possession in midfield, Leicester can control it. Patient play. Anto Kavanagh, man of the match in that semi-final victory over Clonmel Celtic. Tidy play by him where he finds Darren O'Brien back in the team today. O'Brien, a player who played at the Aviva Stadium in that victory over Kilbarrack. That's an ambitious one aimed towards Paul Murphy and it's run behind. When we spoke, Alan, about experience and how important that is today, it's also worth noting as well, there is a fair bit of experience in this Liffey Wanderers side. Yeah, there is. Carl O'Brien, as you mentioned, obviously he was at Leeds United as a young fella. And look, it's good. It's a huge occasion for them, Bernard. You know, nerves are going to play a part, so it's going to take at least 10-15 minutes just for them to settle down, find comfortability amongst the surroundings as well. But they're well prepared. Speaking to the manager beforehand, they're well prepared. They know the job in hand. And free kick is taken quickly and played out wide. Darren O'Brien plays it back to John Lester, stands it up for John Rock, as ever holds up the ball really, really well. Presented over this far side. If O'Neill can sort out his feet quick enough, supporters slow arriving, so many blue jerseys back there, and they retreat back and get the ball moving on the carpet quickly. Lester, let's not forget, he was the match winner against Clonmel from the penalty spot. Murphy, Paul Murphy that is. Back to goal, Dunn. Nice little layoff. Murphy is kept on going on the overlap, needed defending, wasn't defending, and it's over the bar, and it's going to be a goal kick, a gilt-edged opportunity early on, and Sheriff YC have snuffed it. Yeah, excellent play by Paul Murphy down the right-hand side, breaking from the defence, as he always loves to do, and it was a great ball he put across the box. Joseph O'Neill coming into the back post, and really Bernard, the first chance of the game, but you would have to say he should have scored. That was a gilt-edged opportunity. By Dean Young, player whose long throw led to that really early goal for this man in the semi-final. He's a real handful as Aidan Roach, and he's won a free kick there, and it's a bit of respite as well after an awful lot of defending early on for Liffey Wanderers. Knew what he's doing, goes to ground, and his team now have possession in a good part of the field. Free kick is taken, swung in there, so a header comes in, it's a lead goal! They've done it again! Liffey Wanderers, the underdogs coming into this one, have struck first, and it's a superb headed finish by Lee Roach. Well, they scored early on in the semi-final and shocked North End United and Wexford, and they've done it again to the two-time winners, Sheriff YC. It's an absolutely fantastic header from Lee Roach, as you said, Bernard. A brilliant ball into the box from Anto O'Connor, and there he was, Roach, bang in the centre of the box with a brilliant header, gave Lee Murphy no chance, and after that onslaught that they've just received for the last 5 or 6 minutes, their first attack they score. Brilliant start for Liffey Wanderers. Referee says that's going to be the game's first yellow card, I think. 20 forward from the back, all bar Keith Dunner back there from a Sheriff YC point of view. This time it's from the left boot of Carl O'Brien, just stands it up as the header comes in from Roach, and a shot from the back post, and it's hit the crossbar. They just can't deal with the set plays from Liffey Wanderers, can Sheriff YC, and the crossbar comes to their rescue as the shot comes in from Gary Young, almost 2-0. Again, a fantastic delivery by Carl O'Brien into the box, causing all sorts of problems, as you say, Bernard, and it was Gary Young this time at the back stick, fell nicely to him, got a good contact on it, looked like it took a little bit of deflection, and off the crossbar.
Georgie, get them out here, Darren!
So Sheriff looking to respond to that goal from Lee Roach.
That's not too far!
Here's Joe O'Neill. Goes for the overlap. O'Brien sends it in. It's a good ball sent in. Just a little flick onto it to help it on its way by Gary Young, and it's gone behind for a corner kick, and you feel Sheriff will take that. Well, they're all up from the back. And it was a set piece that was their undoing for the lead goal. Looking to get back into the game from a set piece. Corner kick played short as far as Rock. Good connection, and it's not too far over the bar. Was straight from the training ground at almost 1-1.
Brilliant effort, yeah. Great link-up play and understanding between Darren Dunn and Rock. They've worked it really well, as you say, from the training ground. He got a decent enough contact on it and was unlucky, but a really well-worked set piece.
Crossfield pass is a good one. Paul Murphy. As the drums continue from those Sheriff supporters who, the truth be told, haven't had a whole lot to shout about in these 38 and a half minutes. Leicester. Now that's going to be a free kick, as the challenge came in from behind there by Andrews on Keith Dunn, and it's a free kick in a good area.
They've obviously worked on things on the training ground. They don't look like they're setting up for a shot at the moment anyway.
O'Neill, O'Brien and Dunn standing over it. Darren Dunn's left boot, certainly within range. His body shape doesn't suggest he's going to do it. It's not, it's O'Neill. It is off the training ground, and it's Leicester kind of confused themselves there, and the shot's going to come in from O'Neill. But it's a last-ditched effort on goal.
Yeah, it was a poor layoff. It was obviously they were trying to work something, but Rock, for once his touch let him down. He was looking to lay it off to Darren Dunn, the edge of the box, but they just couldn't execute it.
He does lay it off on this occasion, O'Neill. And this is good play, and they've got inside the penalty area, and it's looped up towards the far post, and it's a side netting. Well, it was good play out wide by O'Neill. He just hung it up there. The goalkeeper couldn't claim, and in the end it was side netting, but again, good play. Leicester. Dunn claims he was fouled and was. Now this is certainly within Darren Dunn range. Keith Dunn drawing the foul inside the D. Leicester looks like he's going to have a go. 41 minutes gone in the cup final, and Leicester drives it straight into the wall. It was well defended in that wall by Dean Young, big tall figure, knocking it behind for the corner kick. So far able to respond to this persistent pressure. But they're going to have to defend it once again as they work it out wide. Sheriff, they're all still up from the corner kick. They need to get it inside that penalty area. Murphy, good delivery in by him. Goalkeeper comes, doesn't claim. The goal is open and it's over the bar, and it's going to be a goal kick, and not for the first time. When a chance is presented, Sheriff send it over the bar.
Yeah, again the keeper coming out for it, Bernard. It was a good ball into the box, but you'd expect your keeper to come and try and claim that or get a good fist on it. He didn't either, and it dropped to Brown in the centre of the box, and really, I know it was a difficult chance, but he's got to score. That's two gilt-edged opportunities now, one for Joseph O'Neill at the start of the half, and now for David Brown, and really they should be on level terms, Sheriff YC.
So far, so good from a Liffey Wanderers point of view, as they chase their first ever FAI Junior Cup title. Well, they're halfway there at half-time in the FAI Junior Cup Final. It's Liffey Wanderers 1, Sheriff YC 0. We'll have the second half after this break. We could even have extra time on penalties if needed. Liffey Wanderers well on their way, although they really were under the cosh towards the end of that first half. They began brightly in the first half, looking to begin the second half brightly as well. It's going to be a free kick to Liffey. No changes for the second half. Rock coming again, got a nick from behind, but he's okay as Dean Young gets it away. Here's Aidan Roach. And Roach gets it again, and they have runners through the centre as Aidan Roach runs at Anto Kavanagh and goes down, holding his face from the challenge from Anto Kavanagh. And the net result of all that is going to be a free kick in a good area for Liffey Wanderers, as the Liffey Wanderers supporters from Pearse Street cheer on their side. O'Connor drives it straight into the wall, gets it back though, and plays it short for Lee Roach, the only goal scorer so far in the tie. O'Connor, smart ball to Dean Young. Carl O'Brien will look to open up the body, get it onto his left boot and get others involved. That's exactly what he's aimed towards. Inside for Aidan Roach. Flag stayed down. He had the header, and he has the head in the hands because that was an opportunity.
Yeah, fantastic ball by Carl O'Brien. We earmarked him at the start of the match. That was him with his trusted left foot, and Aidan Roach really should do better, Bernie. He had time to even take it down. He never got any power into the header, and it's a chance missed for Liffey Wanderers.
Not as far as done. O'Neill, plenty to aim. Now comes across to the far post, and the header's over the bar. It was a really good opportunity, and it was squandered. It was good, patient play from O'Neill down the far side, and you feel from there the header that comes in over the bar should have really at least worked the goalkeeper.
Should have, as you say, Bernard. Really good play by Sheriff again, working it from the right across to the left hand side where Joseph O'Neill put in a great ball, and Joseph Flood coming in at the back stick really should have done better. But they're really growing strong now into the game, Sheriff YC.
Kevin Lynch, a player who played a big part in the cup run. Of course, he missed the semi-final due to suspension after being sent off, and almost presented a really good goal-scoring opportunity with his first touch with that left boot out in that wide area. Play continues. As the shot comes in and it's hit the post from the outside of the boot. There was a really good effort by Darren Dunn.
It was a great effort, to be honest with you, Bernard, but the referee made a really bad decision there. Carl O'Brien was taken out of it, and he tried to play on, and there was no advantage played to Liffey Wanderers. The ball broke to Darren Dunn, and it was a great effort, hit the post. But had that gone in, John Young would have been a very annoyed manager, because there should have been a free kick to Liffey Wanderers.
Lynch lofts it up, the goalkeeper isn't going to get there, and here's Rock, heads it on its way, and just when he needed power in the header, or perhaps take it down and strike it with the boot, he just had a tame header. Lynch. Kavanagh coming forward to offer some support. Dunn gets it onto the right boot. There's loads to aim at as it's rolled into the D and just couldn't sort out their feet. O'Brien helps it on its way. The shot comes in, and what about that? Claims of a handball. Now, did that strike the head or the hand of the covering player, who was Andrew O'Connor? Well, the Sheriff players who were nearby seem to think that was handball. As Lynch sends it in inside there, and it's trickled, and what a save by the goalkeeper. Point blank save, and he was down very fast indeed, was the goalkeeper O'Connor.
What a fantastic save, Bernard. Here's the cross into the box again.
He's punched it. How far has he punched it? And it's gone wide, the follow-up shot. Well, a dramatic few moments. Some of the Sheriff fans, in actual fact, thought that their team had scored.
Point blank save, Philip O'Connor, absolutely brilliant. Between his brother setting up the first goal, that's just as good, that save, Philip O'Connor. 13 minutes on the clock. The big question, can they hold out?
Well, they're a long way from home. Murphy. Flag stayed down, it's done. Plays it back, the shot comes in, and again it's a fine save by the goalkeeper, denying Darren Dunn. Played back across, and it's over the bar from Keith Dunn. And how did he not work the goalkeeper? And how is it not 1-0?
It's unbelievable. What a save again by Philip O'Connor. Unbelievable, through a sea of bodies, but he got down to it. Brilliant save. Kevin Lynch put a great ball back into the box. Keith Dunn, he's got to score. He's your top marksman. He's got to put that one away. A real chance gone a begging there. But Philip O'Connor again saving his team in quick succession. Brilliant save.
Dunn takes. Lynch was in there. Rock is in there. Back out to Dunn again. Has the shot, toe poke, and it's safely into the arms of the goalkeeper. Nothing's going Sheriff's way, and is it going to be Liffey's day?
It looks like it's one of them days so far. Everything that Philip O'Connor touches, he's saving.
O'Connor sends it long towards the only man he can aim towards, and Aidan Roach might just get there. The goalkeeper comes, and there was a high boot, goalkeeper down, and it's going to be a free out. Well, they've been defending non-stop for the last couple of minutes, Liffey Wanderers, and they almost score a second. Alan Riley, temporary ball boy, the manager for Sheriff, the manager who guided Sheriff to 2 FAI Junior Cup titles. But is it going to be enough time left? They have a shot on goal, tackle comes in, and referee says it's a goal kick. Rock gets, and it's a red card dished out. Sheriff fans cheering. Well, he was clearly pointing for the goal kick, but his arrowing for the goal kick looked very like a spot kick, and I got the Sheriff fans and the Sheriff bench very excited. Defending for their lives, defending for the FAI Junior Cup title. And it's going to be a free in. Lynch standing over it. He's been important since he came on. Is there to be a final twist in stoppage time at the end of the 90? Sheriff desperate to force extra time as it's swung in. Goalkeeper pounds her way. Equaliser! It's 1-1. We're going to have extra time. And the drama continues. You swear Sheriff just won the cup the way they're celebrating. Well, at 1-0, you always have a chance. And Sheriff score an equaliser. It's 1-1 in the cup final. Huge drama at the Aviva Stadium. as it came in there, it was bobbling around and it was knocked home. Look at what it means to those Sheriff fans. An injury time equaliser from John Lester. We're going to have extra time in the FAI Junior Cup. A stoppage time equaliser for Sheriff. So 2 periods of 10 minutes each, extra time to separate these two sides. If not, we're going to penalties. Either way, there'll be a trophy hoisted. But is it going to Sheriff Street or Pearse Street? Is it going to Sheriff YC or Liffey Wanderers? Well, we'll find out over the course of the next 20 minutes to a half an hour. O'Connor keeps it in well, does O'Connor. Here's Aidan Roach. O'Callaghan with the effort, and it's 2-1 Liffey Wanderers. O'Callaghan the super sub, and there's another twist in what has been an absolute belter of a cup final. Advantage Liffey again, but there is time still left, and the drama continues.
The drama continues, Bernard. A fantastic strike by the substitute Stephen O'Callaghan. You said he played well when he came on in the semi-final versus North End. He's played ever so well since coming on here, and that was a brilliant strike, well teed up by that man Aidan Roach again, but a brilliant strike from the edge of the box, and it's advantage Liffey Wanderers now.
You imagine when Stephen O'Callaghan hopped into bed last night, before he drifted off, or when he drifted off, the dream may have been to score a goal like that and to make connection with a ball as sweet as that from that far out in extra time like that at the Aviva Stadium. Well, he's done it, but what's the response to be from Sheriff? Bursting forward, trying to cave with the effort, palmed away by the goalkeeper. Man of the match with another good save, and he kind of got a little bit lucky with the parry, but he did well.
Fantastic play again, Darren Dunn at the heart of it, played a lovely one too. Lovely slide rule ball through to Alan McCabe, made a great run, but brilliant save by O'Connor because it was a decent effort.
Well, if Stephen O'Callaghan's pile driver is to be the winner of the FAI Junior Cup, the winning of the FAI Junior Cup, it really was a classy finish. Are we to see more? Aidan Roach looks to be the freshest player out there, and he plays it in. Is it to be O'Callaghan again? Great save by Lee Murphy in the goal, but really good goalkeeping.
Oh, absolutely brilliant keeping by Lee Murphy. Came out and narrowed the angle well. He got a good connection on it. Stephen O'Callaghan made a great run into the box, but brilliant save by Lee Murphy, and it may just keep them in it.
Comes all the way out to Young, O'Brien, O'Callaghan. They're still playing good football. They have a bit of room now on the far side. O'Callaghan available to the centre. Carl O'Brien, former Leeds United player. Too close to the goalkeeper. We'll give him the big tee up there. We all know what he could do from that left boot.
I've seen him do it plenty of times with that left boot, Bernard. I really fancied him there, Carl, but he let me down.
They scored with virtue of the last kick of the night. Liffey Wanderers win the big one for the first time ever. The back-to-back winners in 2012 and 2013, Sheriff YC, have been beaten. And in a week where people have questioned their experience at this level and their experience of playing here at the Aviva Stadium, they've answered all the questions, pushed all the way by their Dublin rivals. And Liffey Wanderers, who took the lead on 6 minutes through Lee Roach, and then had the agony of conceding an equaliser with the final kick of the 90 minutes, showed what they were worth in extra time with an absolute belter from Stephen O'Callaghan to win the cup, and it's their very first ever cup. The FAI Junior Cup will head up Pearse Street with those Liffey Wanderers players. The club from the south side inner city of Dublin have won, and it has to be said at the start of the competition, when people were talking about Sheriff and talking about St Michael's and Ballinanty Rovers, who were runners-up last year, very few mentioned Liffey Wanderers, beaten at the quarter-final stage last year, but they showed what they were made of in beating Kilbarrack, who made the final of this competition twice before in round 4. They beat Merview of Galway on penalties, went on to beat Nina Celtic, Donecardy and North End United, but surely now their biggest victory against the really hotly fancied and very experienced Sheriff YC in the final. It's all blue at the Aviva Stadium, and Philip O'Connor, the man of the match, and John Young's side, and those young and old fans who have been through the mixer, it has to be said, over the course of the normal 90 minutes and the extra time. Well, they celebrate. It's going to be quite the night on Pearse Street. It's going to be quite the night on the south side of Dublin. Well, in the week where Barcelona outclassed Bayern Munich and showed their worth, the first ever club of Patrick O'Connell, the only ever Irishman to manage Barcelona. Well, his first ever club, Liffey Wanderers, are the champions of Ireland. The Junior Cup champions are Liffey Wanderers. The South Dublin side outclass Sheriff YC and win the big one. The champions are Liffey Wanderers. Liffey Wanderers beating Sheriff YC 2-1 after extra time in an FAI Junior Cup Final that quite simply gave us everything.
Philip O'Connor, man of the match and FAI Junior Cup champions for the first time. How does it feel?
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. We were written off from the start, and it just, them two players are like just 20 brothers to me. It's unbelievable. I can't have lost for words here. It's fantastic.
They pushed you all the way, but you made some crucial saves. You must be delighted.
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah, and a man of the match as well. It's always nice to get a man of the match in a cup final. So, yeah, but it wasn't only me. All the lads stuck in and worked hard and broke their neck for each other, you know. So it's just a team game, like, you know. So.
Well, you don't have far to go with the cup. I'd say there'll be some night on Pearse Street tonight.
I'd say Pearse Street will be on wheels tonight, I'd say. So can't wait to get back now, just to have a good time. It's going to be unbelievable.
That's brilliant. Congratulations.
Thanks
well
a lot.
done.
Cheers, thanks.
John, that was a roller coaster. How was it for you?
Incredible journey. The whole season's been an incredible journey, but we had to win the game twice. We got the early goal again, which happened in the semi-final. We hung in a little bit for the rest of the half. But the second half, I thought we controlled the game a lot better. And just cruel. I didn't think it was a free. I thought the referee had a good game, but I didn't think it was a free kick that cost the equaliser. And then obviously them going down to 10 men played a big part. Gave us a chance to be able to keep the ball a bit better. And then another great strike from Stephen O'Callaghan. Then we could have wrapped it up at 3-1. But you get 2 minutes, even at the end of the longest 2 minutes of your life. I'm absolutely over the moon for everyone involved with the club. It's an incredible achievement.
John, you mentioned the equaliser. Did you think it was gone at that stage?
No, I actually said to the lads, to be honest with you, I said, no, we've won it once. I said, I knew they had to put a huge effort in, and I knew we'd have legs. I knew we'd be able to keep going again for the extra time. Plus they're down to 10, it gives us an advantage. But I just have to mention some of the, this is really for all the people who are gone from the club, you know, the people who have passed on. Paul Beamy lost him last year. He's a very good friend of all the lads. He was 27, and we spoke about him in the dressing room in the build-up to the weekend. You know, we think he's up there looking at us. It was an incredible day.
John, you were knocked out of the quarter-final stages last year. You come back this year, you win the final. That's some way to bounce back.
It's amazing, and you can see the scenes. The support was unbelievable. There's a lot of character in the team for that year to do that. We were disappointed in the quarter-final last year, and the FAI Junior wasn't on our horizon last year. After doing that, certainly was this year, and we've beaten basically the best junior side for the last number of years. Very classy at the end. He stood and clapped us off, and they were very gracious in the feet. But what a scalp! It's an incredible win. We're really over the moon. John,
you mentioned them briefly there. The supporters, they were superb today.
We've had it all year, Jared. We've had it all season away in Galway, in Maryview, down in Wexford, down in Waterford. Just unbelievable. I don't know about the numbers wise, but the noise wise, we outshout with them. You know, it's obviously our first final too, and it's just I'm struck for words now at this stage.
I'm joined again by pundit Alan Cawley. Alan, what a match.
Yeah, unbelievable match. I had a bit of everything, Gerard, really did. They got the early goal, Liffey Wanderers, as probably John, I'm not sure if he wanted it that early, but he certainly got it anyway. And they defended stoutly, they really did. Sheriff put them under serious amounts of pressure throughout the whole game. And it looked as though they were going to hold out, but then obviously they conceded the goal in injury time. And credit to Sheriff too, because they did sustain a lot of pressure there towards the end of the game. and you would think at that stage Sheriff were going to go on and win the match, but to be fair to Liffey, they responded really well in extra time and scored a cracking goal with Stephen O'Callaghan coming on and obviously getting the winner. So just listening to the interviews there with John, they're absolutely over the moon. You can see what it means to the Liffey Wanderers community as well. They're really chuffed, and I think they'll have some party in Pear Street tonight.
They sure will. They showed great character after the equaliser, Alan, like you said.
They did, because they were out on their feet. They were tired as well, you know, tired minds, tired bodies, Ger, and it looked, as Sheriff, you could see how deflated Liffey were conceding so late on, and Sheriff had all the momentum at that stage, albeit they lost John Rockter was sending off as well, but they still had a lot of momentum. They had fresh legs. Kevin Lynch came on and done really well on the left hand side, and it looked as though Sheriff were maybe going to go on and get the winner. But to be fair to Liffey Wanderers, they regrouped in that first period of extra time, and they came again, they really did, and the introduction of O'Callaghan when he came on, I thought he done really well, and for him to pop up on the edge of the box and score a cracker as he did, I was delighted for him as well. Aidan Roach played a huge part, and he had a great game throughout the whole 90 minutes as well, so all credit to them too, and credit to Sheriff. Sheriff played their part in this final. It was a cracking final. There was 5,000 people turned out here today, and the scene, they certainly got value for money, and it was a great experience, and I'm delighted for Liffey Wanderers. Good luck to them.
So after an all-Dublin final, victory for Liffey Wanderers as the FAI Junior Cup heads south of the Liffey. From the Aviva Stadium, it's goodbye for now.